Tammy.
Move that little.
That's good.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are we going?
We're going to a wedding rehearsal.
We are. We're going to a wedding rehearsal because Chanel,
Jake
our
and
daughter,
Chanel.
getting married tomorrow. We're very excited. They
We
are
got
such
company at the house.
Yeah, we've got lots of people here, and it's just a really.
She's got company at her house.
Yes. People coming from all over the
My
world.
mom's in the back seat.
Yep.
We've got her bound and gagged, so she can't say anything.
Right. Yep. Exactly. That's the way all women should be. Bound and gagged.
Whatever.
Yep. Right. So.
You need to be slapped every once in a while.
Oh, good slapping. The good. I always enjoyed a good slapping. It's depending on who the slap. I'm going to get out of the sun here. Depending on who's doing the slapping. All right. So, Family Jesus just recently bought your whelping system. Thank you. I have a litter due December Christmas Day, and I'm needing an incubator from you. But I've been waiting for your oxygen concentrator to go up for sale. Should I buy the incubator?
Of course you should.
Now I'll just keep waiting. Well, the good news is I got oxygen concentrators in yesterday. So we've got to get things set up on the website so that we can get these so that you can easily order them. But the answer is tomorrow, certainly by Monday, they're going to be there where you can go get one. And we can ship out next week, and we'll have it to you way before Christmas time if it's ever even remotely approaching. So the good news is that if you're ready for an oxygen concentrator, we have now got them. Okay. I don't have my glasses, so I'm going to have a hard time reading some of this stuff. Thanks for the advice I sent you. Okay, so somebody sent me something to Facebook. Not the way to communicate with me. I just don't hardly use Facebook. So if you send something to my Facebook, I might get to it. It might take me 3 weeks to see it. If you've got a question, I would send it right here.
Same with me.
Same with Tammy.
Yeah,
You just,
call my phone.
I just you know,
Call me.
yeah, exactly. Or
If you want a quick answer, call me.
Okay, so this is a question here from Revert Kennels. It's on the one that I just did on the undescended testicles. So I have a rough collie, an undescended testicle, and they found it in his knee.
What? His testicle in his
The size of a pea. They aren't always in the abdomen, but they should be. I agree, they don't. Okay, well they're just giving us some advice there that theirs was actually in the knee. So that's wild, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's right. I've heard about wearing your heart on your sleeve, but your testicle on your knee, that's a new thing right there.
Isn't that where yours is at? Since your knee
Mine are in your purse, honey. Mine have been in your purse for a long time.
Oh, they're hanging right here.
Yeah, no kidding. Mine are completely out of my control.
Yeah.
I've been for quite some time. Susan Brocksmith, I'm shocked to see how prices have dropped. I see full fluffies for 80 to 25k. Market is so flooded. Now deeply worried about well, not for us. We're doing fine on it still. So you've got to differentiate yourself from the masses a little bit here. So how do you do that? Have good quality.
Depends on the DNA when they're 18.
Yeah, what we want is, so what I see in a lot of the fluffies, by the way, is bigger dogs. So if you're making smaller fluffies, good for you, because I think they'll find that helpful. The next thing is structure of dogs. The fluffy gene pool's not very big, so I see some bit questionable looking dogs. I don't want to comment on other people's dogs and say they're crap, because they're obviously great dogs out there, and so not so good dogs. But you've got to differentiate yourself, and that's it. So, sensible marketing, good pictures, make yourself available, answer questions, and with that you should have good luck. But of course, remember, anytime it's a supply and demand situation, as the supply goes up, then it meets that demand and prices will drop. So just, be prepared for the fact that that's just the nature of the game.
Do we have road construction coming up here?
No, I don't think so.
Well, something's going
No,
on
it looks
up here.
it looked good.
Something's not right.
So somebody here is asking, do you do puppy back deals for studs? I've got 2 girls in the heat wondering if there's a plan will come out. So the answer to this is, you've got to talk to Cody about this, because Cody is completely in control of all the studs. And so, look, he'll work with you on this. There's ways that we can do some creative financing to help you out with this, and there's ways that maybe he might do things with a puppy back, depending on, he's all about, quite rightfully, the quality.
Structure.
Yes, exactly.
Structure and mom and dad.
He's all about structure. He's all about the quality. So he is only interested in that if he's going to get something that he thinks is a really great dog, and then maybe he can work with you on. But the number of his number is the 806 number at the very beginning of these videos. This is his 806 number. Give him a call, talk to him about it. He's a really nice guy. He really knows the business really well, and he will work with you to make this happen. So give him a call. Could you explain, to this is Caroline B, could you explain more about how the testable gene works? I have a video on this. If you go look at Isabella's and New Shade, I've got a video with that description on it, and it talks in detail about this. But the simple answer is there are two versions of chocolate. There is what we call testable chocolate, which is little b, and then there's cocoa, which we used to call untestable chocolate, but we can now test for cocoa. There are two different versions to produce chocolates. You can have two copies of both and produce what's called a New Shade. But the short answer is there's two ways to get chocolates. To make it happen. Kim Carlisle says, thank you, Tammy. Knowledge and experience with everyone, sharing the knowledge. I've learned so much about breeding healthy litter from you. Well, great, good. That's what we want. Oh, that's interesting. I even put this video up here. Please don't feed your. Well, this is interesting because my sister. Please don't feed old Roy. They don't even list what kind of meat they use.
You find sticks and wood in it.
I used to feed it thinking it was a generic brand. So here's the interesting thing. My sister is here for this wedding. She was the CEO of Wellness Pet Food quite a few years ago, and actually developed the first lines of grain-free foods. She knows an awful lot about the pet industry, and particularly pet foods. I just did 3 Q&A sessions with her specifically about pet foods, and old Roy came up as the example of what the problems is and how to read labels. So look for that video. I'll post that probably tomorrow, the first part of it. I think it's a really good video. My sister's she's a very smart girl, and she knows a lot more about
way smarter than James.
It's not difficult. The majority of the population are a lot smarter than me.
And she's a woman.
So the average IQ these days is around 100. Yes. Well, that's unusual for a smart woman, of course. So
Yeah.
You get back at you. Her IQ is probably twice mine, and my IQ is something above 50. So there you go. So, but it's I think, a really useful description of how to read these labels and understand what the heck you're paying for in the dog. The video. I really appreciate people who subscribe to me. It helps me, encourage me to do more of these videos. But do remember, disclaimer here, I am not a vet. I'm not a licensed medical professional. I'm purely a person who's been breeding dogs for the last couple of decades. Any information that you got from this video, use at your own risk. There's nothing implied here, and certainly this should not be used as a substitute for advice from your veterinarian or your medical professional. I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more of them. Bye.